Good morning and happy Friday. Mrs. Osborne here. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to insert images into this formative assessment that you have assigned starting today, Friday, and it's due on Tuesday, September 22nd. So once you open up your document in Schoology, you will have a copy of your own Google document. So it should say your name up here in this title as well, but we also would like you to go ahead and put your name where it says first and last name. Okay, so I have my notebook handy and I have my pencil and my writing utensils ready to go. If I'm using a multiplication chart, I have that ready as well. But remember, we're not using calculators for this because we want to see your math knowledge and we want you to communicate what you know about multiplying and dividing whole numbers. Okay, so to start, I am setting myself up for success. I have my notebook here, and what I have done is I have titled it the title of this assessment. I have put the due date, which is 9/22, which is next Tuesday, so that I know when I need to have this completed by. I broke my page up into, I made a T, so I'm line down the middle and a line down the middle going horizontal, and I broke it up into 4 boxes. All I did right here was I rewrote the problems so that I have enough space to work. If you need more space and you do 2 problems per page or 1 problem per page, remember you want to keep your work nice and organized. So I wouldn't recommend like having 1 problem take up the whole entire 8.5 by 11 page. That might be a little too much, and when we're working in 6th grade, we want to make sure that we're trying to organize our thoughts in a very efficient way, so not taking up too much space. So go ahead and pause this video, set your notebook up, set your whiteboard up if you're doing 1 problem at a time on a whiteboard, or set up your notebook sheet of paper if that's what you're working on. So now that you have paused the video and set yourself up for success, we'd like you to go ahead and complete these 4 problems. Okay, so you can either upload 1 image at a time, or you can solve all 4 problems on your notebook and upload an image and insert it 1 at a time into each box, but upload all 4 at one time. So as I'm working through this, let's say I solved problem number 1. I'm going to click here and I'm going to insert an image of my math work. So I'm going to go to insert, image, and I'm going to click on camera. Now you could have already taken pictures of this in your camera app on your computer, but this is a little bit easier. So now I'm going to put picture number 1 as close as I can. And remember, you have math work shown here at this point, okay? So you're showing us your mathematical thinking. So I'm going to take an image, okay? I'm going to insert it. And the nice thing that I can do is I could double click on it. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Double click. And I'm going to take these black lines and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. That's about crop. That means I'm cropping the image. Okay, so now you could just see the math work just for that first problem. Okay, if I wanted to, I could double click and I could make it even smaller. Okay, now if I single click on the image, I can make the image larger. If I double click, I can crop it. Okay, so those are 2 very different things. So now I'm going to move over to box number 2. Let's pretend I've solved problem number 2, and I'm going to add a new image. I'm going to click Insert, Image, click on my camera, and here I am. I'm going to zoom in on the math work that you've already completed. Remember, you've actually done this math problem at this point, or when you're inserting the image, and you're taking a photo. Okay, so I took 2 there. You only need 1. So I'm going to insert that one. Oop. So you'll see that I inserted the wrong one. So I'm going to go to my camera, and you could see my other ones are saved here. You just want to make sure that you've selected the correct image. So we're going to insert that one. I am going to double click, and I'm going to crop my image so just problem number 2 shows up here. Okay. We want to be very clear and concise about the work that we're showing. Now I think that's a little small. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to click it one single time so that the blue dots show up. And then what I can do is I could backspace and delete, some of this empty space. Okay. So now I have problem number 1, problem number 2. I'm going to complete problem number 3 and problem number 4, and then I will submit this formative assessment. If you have any questions, please email your teacher, and good luck. Try your best. Try this independently, and hope you have a great weekend.